Hello everyone, I'm UR2D and today we are here for round number 8 of Ultimate League Season 12, and today we're gonna be racing in Singapore in the Marina Bay circuit. And let's take then a look at the standings. This time I'm gonna do something different, just gonna here capture the monitor. So here we go, we got Buddha here leading the way with just 3 rounds to go. As you can see, he got only 3 points ahead of Nandi, as they got P4 and P5 there, as you can see right here. Then we got Anti in third, getting only P7 on the last race. Then Sabol got third, and Kubo got his maiden win in this sim in Yokohama after he went to the pits. And then the rain came in, and that allowed him to undercut quite a few people, and so he got himself into the lead and no one else could catch him. Then we got also Mario Free certainly improving a lot, getting a top 2 in the last 2 races, and then you got everyone else. And then looking at the team standings, you got LSA leading the way now, but Full Force is certainly got closer in the last race, and they're just 7 points behind LSA. And then we got also NTH still in third, with FGR getting some quite good points. They're being certainly in a rise since Mario Free started to get good results. And yeah, I think that's it for the standings. Let me just take this out. Now we can see here the starting grid for the qualifying. It's the exact same as the last round because the standings didn't come out yet, and so yeah, I just took the last ones. I think not much should change either way. So alright, let's then take these 5 minutes. I think everything else it's fine now. I decided you can see here I put tire 3 because I decided to change it. With tire 1, the AI makes the first stints, and the best laps are like at the beginning, and then they just pit in the middle of the 5 minutes, and then like qualifying just ends too soon. So either I would make it 4 minutes only, or I would make 5 minutes and make them pit twice, so it's much more distributed. And now, yeah, put tire 3, which ends up being essentially like a 3 laps qualifying, because on each stint they have like the out lap, the hot lap, and then the in lap, or they might have also 1 or 2 extra laps during the stints or doing the entire qualifying. So yeah, either way, let's then go to qualifying, and how things do look much more realistic. Like each set of tires, they can only make one run. And here we go. Also, another big question: will we finally get rain in qualifying? But that has never happened since we started qualifying, doing qualifying like this. We never got rain, sadly, and for me it's a bit of a shame. It would be really cool to have rain on something like this. But either way, we got then right here Anti having a good run right now on the first lap. Although of course this lap will not really count for them because it's always not going to be the fastest one, as they start the lap not at full speed. So here we go. Let's see who's going to take provisional pole. And actually Anti got second in the middle of all of this, and Rosim is now on provisional pole. But that should change after this lap. I could certainly see Anti getting a really good lap. Also Pemush is up there, and Andy in last. He certainly needs to improve on the next lap. Let's see now Buddha right here. Ooh, we might be able to take provisional pole. Let's see what laps are they gonna get. And no one actually passes Rosim. That's really interesting. And this basically is the first attempt already off. Some of them might try an extra lap, but it's very unlikely that they're gonna get a better lap than this one. And I guess the drivers start further at the back, they might have some advantage because they can enter at the more full speed, and they have completely fresh tires. Like remember that the tires are wearing off on the out lap. So if you can somehow get your best lap on the out lap, then you might do pretty well. So then we got here Mario Freeze only P14, Sobel P15. That's a big shock, and I actually improve his skills a little bit. He's in a 1.5 like kind of rating. I think it's in between Bull and Andy. And yeah, I've been also debating myself whether I should keep Buddha as the main driver for full force, because he hasn't really appeared. He only raced 3 times, I think, or 2 times this entire time, and now they've been getting Chargity or other drivers like. Actually, I really don't know who raced for full force last race, but either way, we got here now the drivers starting their second stint. Everyone has pitted already, but yeah, a lot of these drivers are making a. I believe keep making the outlap as we got, but you got here Corvid. I think Buddha. No, he's still on the outlap. So let's see now Sobel. Can he improve though? He's only P15. He really needs this. And there he goes. Oh, up to second place already. This is really nice. So Sobel already has made his second attempt. Let's see here. Buddha is in third place right now behind Sobel and Razim, and he's right here also in P4. So let's see what can the Finnish driver do here. Seems to be the one that most at the front, so he could certainly do a lot here. Here we go now. What lap can he do? And it's gonna be... Ooh, 31.85, that's enough for pole position. No, it's not! Bermush is gonna take it back. Bermush is 200 faster there with the 31.83. And Antti with an 85. Then we got Mazim still in third place. After the first lap, that's really impressive. And then you got Buddha now in P5. He wasn't able to improve, I think. And then you got also he's tied with his teammate Kubo for that P5, but maybe with the way things are displayed, I believe Buddha might be the one starting in P5 as it stands. But now there we go, some drivers already pitting to then start their third and last attempt. With the qualifying can see, I think Corvid and Sobel already have pitted, so they're already on their last attempt. Corvid is only P11, but he's been doing quite fine in this kind of race in general. But yeah, we got here Sobel in P4. Yes, he certainly saved himself. Also managed he's only P15. That's actually a huge shocker there, not gonna lie. Let's see what can he do now for the third and final lap, and Sobel does not improve. Corvid doesn't either, so it's P11 for him. Now we are getting towards the final lap of the qualifying. We got here Bud in the lead. Can he take pole position though? It's only P5 at the moment. His title rival Hernandez is only P7. So yeah, it's they really need to improve. It's a street circuit, although maybe that's not going to be too much of a problem for the AI. But here we go now, the end of qualifying. Can Buddha get it? No, he can't, only for third place. He's only going to get third. Rasim still keeps a P4, and Sobel P5, Kubel there P6. But it's Pamushas who's going to start on pole position. Pamushas out of everyone. That's really interesting. Right, so we got these results that don't really matter for us. Right, let's change the settings first. The right one. See, collisions on. Right, that's it. So let's take a look then at the qualifying results. And here we go. We got Bumusha starting on pole position after making a lap of 31.83. Then Antti is going to take second place. He's going to start alongside, and Buddha, the championship leader, is starting from third place, just ahead of Rosim. And then we got Sobel starting from P5, and then Kubo here in the middle of LSA sandwich. Then Nadi in P7, and we got Randy starting from P8, just ahead of Kado. And Koetsu starts from the top 10. That's really interesting to see that. As he's going to start ahead of Corvid, and I stole his words, starts from P12, just ahead of Kraft and Gironi. Then Mare Fries, after a shocking qualifying performance, only P15, just ahead of Rams. And then Luis and Anders will start on the final row. Well, let's take a look at the difference between laps, and it's simply less than a second. So this could actually be an interesting race, potentially a close one. That's all we want to see. And yeah, let's then go to the race. All the settings I think are the correct ones, so here we go. who's gonna take the win here today at Marina Bay Circuit. Here we go, all the drivers are ready, and here we go, they're racing in Singapore. Promotions are ready, goes for the inside line, covering Anti there. As you can see, Buddha keeping third place. We got then Razim in P4, and now Anti's gonna take the lead on the soft tires. Here he goes. Then goes the finish driver, then Promotions in second. Then we got Buddha here in third place, now trying to take second on the mediums. Here he goes on the inside line, and Buddha takes second place. We got already Kubo up to P4, then Stubble and Razim going side by side with each other, and now Kado goes for the inside line as well. So Razim already loses some position on those hards, and now Kubo takes third place. It's 2 and 3 positions there for the flow fast drivers, while Anti leads the way. As now Kubo is gonna mess up the line. And now there he goes. Promotion is gonna fight back. As then we got then Kado here passing Solo with ease on the corner exit there. As then we got now Solo's gonna counter attack. Here he goes. Nice move there. Sneaky on the inside. And so he's Anti leading the way. Buddha is second, both of them running away now with the top two. As then we got this big fight here for the top three. As we got now Kubo on the inside line just before the final chicane, and he takes third place there. We got then Promotions up there with Sobo now trying to take this side line. They both on the hearts, and now there you go. Sobo has a much early exit there, and he's gonna complete the move on the outside. Really nice. Then you got now Hennady. Oh, there he goes on the inside and outside. He takes P5 right now. And Promotions is starting on pole position already, down in P6, so not really an ideal start from him. And now we got the LSA drivers. They are leading the constructors right now. But now there goes Nandi up to P4. And then we got here Kubo once again, doing pretty well for a podium at least. He got the win in Yokohama, very surprising win there from him. Then we got Hanani and Sobo there, both closing in on Kubo. As we also got some big battles here. We got Kletsi running right now, I think in the top 10. Yeah, he's in P10 right now. We got also Grandi, Corvid, and Mari Free. She's not really doing well today. She started pretty pretty low on this qualifying, so of course she still needs to get up those positions. And right now we got some battles here for third place. We got Nadi versus Kubo. Can Nadi get himself on the inside line? Now it's gonna go around the outside. There he goes. That's a move down there. Looks like it's the second time he does that. As right now we got also Buddha trying to get closer to Antis. Can see, oh my god, big crash there between Kubo and Sobo. Both flashing into the wall. But here we got here, it's Buddha crucially just trying to get the position from Anti. And he really needs it. He's leading the way, but only 3 points ahead. And then got, and then he also making a good job to keep it close to Buddha. So we got still this title rivalry here. It's actually been an amazing season, I would say. Buddha and Nandi battling it off for the title. Although interesting enough, none of them has won a race since round 3. So it's pretty interesting. As you got now Buddha. Can he take the lead of the races? He goes around the outside. Can he keep it there? He can't. He goes too deep now. Hernandi is going to take second place instead. It's now Buddha is down to P3 right now. But still Buddha is going to go for it. He's not going to let their title rival to win on this battle. As you can see right now, Hernandi. So now he's going to the lead. And here he goes. He takes the lead of the race. And he gets crashing to the wall. Now Buddha is going to take the advantage to take second place right now. As he got in Sobol already on the hearts. I think, yeah, Anti certainly needed to pit. So here he goes. He had really old softs. And with the way he was losing positions, you can certainly see that those softs were no longer working. And then you got Promotions in P4. Then we got Razim here. And now Marion Freeze already up to P6. That's really nice recovery there from the Spaniard. Can she be able to challenge for the podium positions at least though? That's the big question. As you can see right here, Sobo now goes for the inside line. It's someone to for LSA. Here he goes. But this is some nice teamwork there from Sobo. Certainly would want to see his teammate getting the title. There is also some good points for the team, so he's up to second place. But now Buddha goes for the undercuts for the hard tires. Where's Antidote? Can he pass him? He can't. So Buddha managed to kind of overcut Anti there, so that's really nice. Not good for Anti though, as you can see also Kado. We're now racing in P8, we got then Craft as well. And Corvus, so many drivers who haven't pitted yet. Then we got here Kubo. Only P11, he was much further ahead. I don't know, he certainly fell a lot. Because now you can see Journey already on new tires right behind him. So maybe this could also be a good race here for Journey. As you can see now, it's gonna take this line. Here he goes up to P11. But that thing's not really going ideally for Kubo. But Kubo actually managed to pass back Journey. He didn't saw that. But now he's gonna have to pass Corvette. But now I see a big crash here. Oh, it was Marion. I think Marion must have crashed with Rosim. And she's now down to P7. And then you got here it's Buddha and Anti. And see though, Buddha now goes for the inside line. And out the outside he takes the net lead of the race. As you can see here now, Sobel, the big battle here with Hernandi, tries the same move that Hernandi's made twice already on the drivers. But now it's Hernandi still keeping that lead. That provisional lead, I would say, because we got Buddha right here, the net leader. Yes, pitted already for the first time. And then you got Brazim at Mire 3, she's trying to pass the German. And now she goes on the inside line. Can she take the move there? As they go now side by side into the chicane. Mire 3 has inside line, and oh, she managed to keep it, but she's gonna have to pit. And Razimi still decides to stay out after the 11 laps. Going too long for sure on those tires. Same thing can be said about Sobel and Pemushes. This Buddha is really getting close on this one. Feel this huge overcuts screw them up. That's something you might want to know. I think Sobel now finally pits. Pemushes as well. But yeah, now we got Buddha getting promoted to first place and Anti up to second and Hernandi in third. Yeah, Hernandi got certainly undercutted, but now he has much better tires, so he needs to catch up to the top two drivers at the moment in Sobel and Sobel and Pemushes. Pemushes fall down to P7. Oh, as you can see, all the rain is on! Oh, we're gonna have a rain right now. Oh, this is gonna be really good for Buddha. He's now gonna be leading the way, then Hernandi is gonna be in second. And we got Sobel here, then Kubo, then Junior Pemushes. So here we go, Sobel and Pemushes, it really got screwed up by staying out for too long. They did not get any extra pit stops, but they got usually undercutted and now they cannot benefit from having better tires. So as you can see, look at the field, how spread the field is. We got Buddha racing pretty much isolated and we got Anti and Hernandi relative close, but we got still a lot of huge gaps on this race. It makes sense, might make sense because it's a really difficult track. As you got here Pemushes and Journey. But it was switched out, but Pemushes makes a mistake. And then you got here Mari 3, she's in P8, and then you got some big battles happening here at the back. You got here Carlo versus Kraft and ISO Disorders versus Corvid. Is now we are heading some lag with the rain. Let's see now, Carlo goes for the inside line of Kraft. Can he take the position? He can't. But yeah, let's take a little bit further ahead. We got this battle. This is actually further back. It's the bottom 4 positions. What is Reddy doing here? It's only P15 for today. He started his simulation championship pretty well, but in the last few runs he's certainly been doing it not that well. He lost the position. Kubo was much further behind at the beginning. Now only P15 for today, not really looking well. But then now we got Hernandi catching up to Anti. You can see the top 3 are very close to each other. So looks like they really... Hernandi really having the pace right now during the rain. As you can see now, it's gonna have to try and pass Anti. And then you got the title rivals here on the top 3. That's really nice to see. But also, yeah, Buddha certainly does like the situation right now. He's in first, Hernandi in third. But he's far from, the race is certainly far from over. Hernandi can certainly still win this. But he does really need to get past Anti. In second place as the rain is already over, but the track is still wet. He might still do, I think, 1 or 2 more laps on these tires until they change to the dries, or maybe not. They looks like you're still gonna have more rain. But now it's light rain, which would maybe benefit the heaters, but everyone has pity for wets for obvious reasons. It was true rain when it was announced for the first time. But as you can see now, we got some lap drivers already on lap 18. You see Antti gets past both of them, but now he's gonna have to do the same. As you can see, Andrew is gonna slow him down. It's really not what he wants to see. As you can see now, Andrew's still giving him problems. As now we got full rain, more rain in this race. As you can see now, Sobol has managed to catch up to his teammate because of this lapping traffic. But now Sobol is being a victim of it as well, but not as much as Nandi, I would say. Now there you go, Sobol already gets rid of Andries. But yeah, Nandi will certainly not be happy with Andries, as he's really slowed him down for a bit, and now he's lost track of second place. But yeah, not really much happening right now. You got some drivers racing closely, but there is not a single lap happening not a single battle happening right now. And now Nadi gets past Juris there. We are on lap 20, so already we did 50% of this entire race. There's still Buddha leading the way, then you got Antti here in second, now getting past his teammates. Reddy is now up to P14, but still 8.5 seconds behind Arstolizors in P14. But yeah, you can see right now, Gironi certainly been doing a really good race right here. He's in P6 and Kado in P10. Then you got Rosin here at P9 and Andries in P16. So yeah, that's the battle I think for P6. But here we go, Sobol up to third place. Nandi is drowning a little bit. This is not ideal for the championship, because then there's only going to be 2 rounds to go. He's certainly going to lose quite a lot of points. Let me check the point system. Buddha will be gaining 30 points, then Nandi would be gaining 19 points, so he would lost 11 points on this. And who has the fastest lap? It's Buddha, so 12 points. And so Buddha would be 15 points ahead with 2 rounds to go. So Nandi really does need to get up some places if he wants to still fight for the championship. And not really depend on the results, too much on the results of the penultimate round, even though he made the track. Actually, it's gonna be in South Korea. That's actually interesting. The drivers in the top 2 were the track makers of the final 2 rounds, and then he made South Korea, and Buddha made Paradisa, which also with the night version of it is certainly a banger, giving us some Miami vaporwave vibes, which is kind of ironic because the track is in Venezuela. But yeah, right now it looks like Nani's decided to stay out. I'm not really sure if that's a good decision, because now he's gonna have all heights on the dry surface. And here we go, you got the sun, and also rain will not come back that soon. And oh boy, I think Nani's gonna get hugely undercutted. Just really hugely undercutted. Maybe Kubo might have a chance on him. And yeah, now let's see, can Buddha actually keep the lead of the race? That's the big question as well. He also decides to stay out. As you can see now, Antti, he's gonna pass him. There he goes, Antti, he's gonna take the lead. And so takes second place. Buddha is now third. So this is not really that bad for Nandi, but he's certainly gonna lose a lot of time. As I predicted, Kubo is actually gonna have a go on him here for P4. So that's how huge the undercut was. But there, right now you can see Soba now finds himself in a position to challenge for the lead after getting screwed up by the rain. You can see now he goes for the inside line. Can he take the lead off the race? And here he goes, Sobel takes the lead on lap 25. As he has better tires, of course. Sobel has the softs, Antti has the hards. So Sobel is going to do a much shorter stint. Might be pitting around lap 30 and then maybe go for a final seat, I think, on the hards. And I guess that Antti will do the opposite. He's going on hards now to win, maybe change for mediums or softs until the end of the race. So I think that's how the strategies are looking for these final 2 stints of the race. But here he goes, Antti still challenging for the lead of the race. Can he do something though? He goes on the inside, he's gonna lose some momentum there. As in we see also Bullet trying to catch up to the top 2. And yeah, I think Nandi 4 seconds behind is not really in a good position on this race. But yeah, still Antti is challenging for the lead of the race. Can he take this sideline once again? But he's too far behind to make the move, and now he's gonna lose some momentum there, which once again allows Sobo to get some breathing space. So Antti really needs to time his opportunities pretty well, or his attempts pretty well, if he wants to get past the Dutchman, who is leading the actual championship. He's simply been quite dominant. 3 wins this season, almost half of his total wins. As you can see right now, Antti goes for his sideline, but he can't move once again. He's always too far behind, as we see right now. Bullet trying to get past Corby, but he's not getting easier. Once again, yeah, some of the Wolf drivers might not really make things easy. You can see, oh my god, crashing to him into the chicane. And Corby's not really slowing down, but here we go, finally Bullet makes the move on him, and now we're gonna have more rain until the end of the race. And this is gonna be amazing on Sobo, who's managed to benefit from him in softs, but you can see now, those tires are getting old. Who's gonna take the lead before they pit for the wets? As you can see, Sobo still keeping it, and he goes for the inside, but doesn't work well. He's gonna stay behind him for a little bit longer. See right here now, Antti, oh my god, managed to make the move there on the chicane. And now you can see how close Bullet is to the top 2 drivers. And Antti making speed right now. As you can see, oh my god, they're very close right now. Can Antti take the lead of the race? He goes around the outside, no he doesn't. And now Bullet is also getting close. We might have a freeway battle here for the lead. And now Antti, there he goes, he takes the inside line. Antti is up into the lead of the race. And he's Sobo in 2nd place and Bullet in 3rd. He might get really close to 2nd place right now. Look at this. It's the top 3 separated by 1 second. Who's gonna take the win here at Marina Bay Circuit? And right now we also got more battles here for P6. It's Gironi versus Marian Frias. With promotions not that far away. And I think that's it for battles. A lot of the drivers are racing in no man's land. You can see right here, yeah, Marian really getting close, but the lead is also getting close. That should be interesting to watch. Right now there's no battle. I'll try to keep a close eye on the minimapper. Right now we got Gironi versus Marian Frias here for P6. Yeah, I think Sobo is now getting really close to Antti. Can he take the lead back there? As he knows he's gonna have some lap traffic here. He gets passed by Rams. He gets past Rams and now he goes for the inside. Doesn't work well. As we see now, Bullet having to pass Graf and Rams. And now he's getting slowed down here. Oh my god, that's not really good. That is really not good. We are on lap 32 out of 39. I think this might be the lowest amount of laps in any race this season. But I think the lowest amount of laps he got in a race was in Spa-Francorchamps in season 10, which was only 35 laps. But yeah, we got still Sobo getting close to Antti. Bullet now has lost some ground here because of the lap drivers. We got Kraft certainly slowing down Bullet a lot. And yeah, it's really not great there from Graf. You can see right here, can he finally get past him though? And here he goes, finally Bullet gets rid of Graf, but Jesus Christ, a lot of damage was made there as now. He's almost 3 seconds behind, but here he goes now, Sobo to the pits, he's going for the undercut. He's going for the very decisive undercut, I would say, but he's pitting for soft tires. This is really interesting, because Antti might then have better tires to catch him up again. So this battle might be interesting, as you can see Buddha is gone for one more lap. What is he doing? Although now those wet tires are not as old as before, but he might still lose once again. Could Hernandi get close to him? That could be interesting, but I'm not really sure. Hernandi was quite far behind. But let's see how much time will Buddha lose. And also, can Sobo take the lead of the race? He do it. Here he goes. Sobo has quite a big undercut there. Here he goes. He takes the lead of the race. And he's in second place. And he's 2 seconds behind. 2.2 seconds behind. Well, actually 2.5 seconds. And now as you can see, Hernandi really got closer to Buda. So Hernandi got the chance to gain points on him. Looking at the point system, that will be 3 points difference. And Buda no longer has the fastest lap of the race. 30 Sobo now with the 30.98. So Sobo can actually take maximum points out of this race. That could be interesting, I think, for the battle for third place. Yeah, he's only 5 points behind Antti. And with him getting 6 points on him, because he also has the fastest lap, he would actually pass him for third. Because yeah, of course here Antti's in second. Buda is getting close, is close to Hernandi, or Hernandi is close to Buda. For the battle for third, as you can see, Sobo is running away. Oh, but he gets a big crash here with his compatriot there, who's getting lap for the second or third time already. I think for the second time, and Anti's got a little bit close, but not close enough. And there's only 2.5 laps to go, so the time is running out. And I believe Sobo might be the winner of the race. I do really think he might win this one. But we also have the title fight here. It's Buda versus Nani. Batting for third place. Buda gets crucially past Gletzi. Because remember, the lap traffic can really cost you a lot of time here if you just timed your lapping attempts pretty wrong. So here he goes now. Nani goes around the outside, he gets past Gletzi. And yeah, Buda already got past that traffic. And now Antti gets past Andries. But I think Sobo is keeping a very crucial distance here. With just now the final lap to go. And Sobo is 2.5 seconds ahead of Antti, and I think Sobo will take the win here. I think that's what's gonna happen. Sobo even gain 1/10 on Antti. Can Antti get close to Sobo though? It's just 1 lap to go, or half a lap right now. He's very close, but I don't think he's gonna be close enough. Because there's not much time left. As you can see, Sobo will make the final chicane, and now the final corners, and here we go. Sobo takes the win here at the Singapore Grand Prix. Antti will be in second place. Buda will complete the podium, and then Hernandi is gonna be in P4, so he's gonna lose some points, but I think he did some great damage limitation. And Google will take another top 5 this season, and Mark Frisch will be in P6. As you can see now, Journey versus Pamushas. Who's gonna take the position? I think Journey will take it. Journey will take P7, and Pamushas is gonna be P8, and it's Rosim and Kado there. So there he goes. Rosim takes P9, Kado will take P10. And then we're gonna have Graf here, P11. Then he's Corvin here, P12. We got also Grandis versus I Stole His Words, who's gonna take P13. As they go side by side now into the chicane. And you can see, oh, Grandy gets a penalty. As I Stole His Words got pushed into the grass, so here he goes. He takes P13. Then Grandy P14, really not a good race. Then Riz takes P15. And then you got here Andries versus no, Kado has already finished the race. And then you got Gletzi not getting last, so that's always a good result for him. And then you got Rams, who took P5 in the first race of the season, but since then he hasn't really done that well. So he's gonna take P18. Right, so taking here a look at the results, Sobo gets the win and the fastest up, so he takes maximum points. Then Antti is gonna finish 7/10 behind. And then we got Buda in third, just ahead of Hernandi. Then Kubo takes P5, and then we got Myron Fizz in P6, who managed to beat then Gironi. Then Gironi managed to beat Pamushas right in the end. Then we got Rosim and Kado, they're completing the top 10. And then we got Graf and Corvid there in P12. Then we got Isol Disords P13, just ahead of Grandy. Then Riz to finish in P15, just ahead of Andries. And we got SCP drivers, Gletz and Rams in P17 and P18, so they get the minimal points out of this race. And here we go, we got this race here in Singapore, round number 8. Next round is gonna be in South Korea. It's Young, I think the name of the track. Should be very interesting though. There's a lot of corners very close to each other, so the AI might potentially be very close, so it could be a very interesting race. And of course the title fight is still on, and Hernandi really lost minimal points on Buddha, so see you next time next week.